Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford, Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information, including your Bronco and Bronco Sport information on a Wednesday for our very first Built Wild Wednesday videos for 2026. And today, I want to talk about two-door. Let's talk about the two-door Bronco. Where are they? And how can you get one? And why aren't we seeing more people buying them? Let's talk about that today. Make sure you're subscribed with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of our videos. And let's get into this. I want to start this off by talking about the Ford Bronco, right? So for one, I think the Ford Bronco, not everybody understands the history of the Ford Bronco. And some people just look at this and go, why they'd make it that color? This is kind of a history. This is going back. This is, you know, Ford Broncos, they made those for a long time, but not everybody understands them. But you can also, what we're seeing Ford doing is, in 2025 model year, the Ford Bronco was available in the two-door configuration. But in 26 model year, it is not. It's going to be a four-door configuration, which kind of leads into, you know, the availability and the two-door. Are people buying these vehicles? You know, we actually are one of the top 100 dealers in two-door Bronco sales for 2025. So we finished 96th place. Would you like to know how many we sold? 15. We only sold 15 Bronco two-doors this last year in 2025 model year, and became a top 100 dealer for two-door Broncos, mainly because of these configurations right here, where we made a lot of these two-door vintage Broncos, and we sold a lot of these this last year. And that's how we, well, we didn't sell a lot. We sold 15, let's be honest. That's not very many. So if you look at nationally how many two-door Bronco sales there are, it only accumulates up to about 1% of all Bronco sales are the two-door configuration. Now, why is that? Is it because dealers aren't carrying them? Or is it because customers don't want them? That's the other question out there is, you know, what is the actual reason why the Bronco two-door sales are low? Now for us as a dealer, you know, we sit here and we carried some. Now let's talk about for a second this Badlands edition. We have some Badlands two-doors right here in stock. We have a blue one down there, and we have this red one right here. And we ordered this with the body colored top roof as well for this particular one. And one of the things that we struggled with was, you know, we actually had about 5 Badlands in stock. These are ones that Ford pushed on us without us paying attention, and so we had some of these on our lot. And right now, of all the Badlands that we have left over, the only ones we have left are two-doors. The four-doors sold, but not the two-doors. The two-doors are still here. Now, is it because of what trim level or what package that are on these? Because these don't even have the mid package, and people want at least that? I don't know. But we do struggle to sell the two-doors when we have a four-door available. So I do think that out there, a lot of people that are looking for a Bronco and it's their daily driver, they're not choosing a two-door for the most part, you know, because they need maybe, you know, they can't fit anybody in the back. If you want friends to come along, you want kids, right? If you have kids, maybe you have pets, you have dogs. It's a lot easier to let them jump into the back seat, right? Than to go and have to move that seat forward and move it to the back. Maybe it's you need a little more cargo room. We chose a four-door in our family because we knew grandkids and such would come along, and it is so much easier to put stuff and pile extra stuff in the back seat when we don't have anybody back there. So I think that's some of the scenarios that for most people, the four-door just makes more sense for their lifestyle. And so I think for that reason, we're not seeing a lot of Bronco two-doors being purchased right now. So if you're looking for one, but if you're one of those people, you're like, but Tim, I want a two-door, I can't find one. They're not on dealer lots. And that is very true. And you will probably have a hard time finding one. So if you're out there in the market for a two-door and you're trying to go from dealer to find one, you're probably going to struggle finding one. So I want to talk about how you can order one and what is the best way to get into a two-door Bronco right now. And that might be ordering a 2026. So let's go inside and let's talk about what configurations or how you can get into a two-door, what trim levels are available on for this year, and some of the other things you need to know. So let's jump in here and gonna go through and show you how we can configure and build out a 2026 Ford Bronco two-door configuration. If you want that two-door, here is your options. So we have, as you can see here, right down here, we are looking 26 model year. We have a base two-door starting at $40,495. If you want to go that route there, it's not available in the Big Bend or the Outer Banks. Is available on the Badlands. So we're talking 48,890 at that point to go to a Badlands two-door for mentions extreme off-roading. They'll come standard with a front and rear locker for that on the Badlands edition without having to go to Sasquatch. Also, sway bar disconnect is no longer standard equipment on the Badlands. It is optional for that 48.8, and that is not including destination delivery. So when we add that, you're over 40, you're right around 42.5 for that, and right around 50,890 that route. So that is the only way. And if you scroll down here, you can even keep going. Heritage Edition, again, they took that away. It's not two-door anymore. Strop, they switched that from two-door to four-door this year. And then you look at the Raptor, which I don't know why it won't let me go over there. It's four-door only as well. So that is the only way to do that. Now, when you go and whether you look at a base or a Badlands edition, the only motor available for the two-door is going to be the 2.3 liter engine. So if we go in here and start our build, you can see the powertrains available for the base is only the 2.3 liter, is available in either the 7-speed manual transmission or your 10-speed automatic transmission. Now, if you're looking at a base and you're wanting to get the very cheapest you can go, right? If you're wanting any kind of locker, you can't get even a rear locker on this. I know it mentions it in here. The only way to get a rear locker on a base trim is to get the Sasquatch package. When we go Sasquatch package now, we add that in there. It's going to give us a front and rear locker. Also, it's going to upgrade your wheels and your tires, right? As well as give you the 4.7 gear ratio, which really I think you're already getting that on the manual transmission. So that is going to now take your price, you can see, to $51,645, which is more than a Badlands edition, right? Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, with that though, looking at that on the base trim, something else to take note of is your roof. So on a two-door, you're getting the carbonized gray modular hardtop. So that is that textured hardtop, non-painted. You don't have an option. I believe even if you go to the black, you can't get a black appearance package on the base. So there you go. That's what you get, right? That you're getting that top. That is the only top available for you. Double check that. Yeah, that is the only top available for you on the base trim is that carbonized gray molded in color hard top. All right. So let's go back, right? And let's go back to the Badlands edition, right? Again, two-door starting at 48,890 with the destination. You're 51,975, but at least on this one, you do have a front and rear locker standard equipment on this, right? And this also is available with the 2.3 liter for you with the 7-speed manual transmission, or you can get the automatic on this as well. So if I add that, I should be able to keep that. And there you go. You can get that with either the 7-speed manual or the automatic. Go automatic, you're going to go to the 4.46 gear ratio with a front and rear locker. Don't forget about that. Now on this one, if I want to add so I'm basically, you're about the same price. You're 53,770 to go automatic. But if you want to save 7-speed manual, and just like we were over there, you're 51,900 for a front and rear locker. So Badlands two-door, right? That might be the way to go because you're about the same price as a base two-door. What was that price at? It was still around 51. It was over 51, right? So within $1,000, you're getting all the capabilities, and you don't have to go Sasquatch if you don't want to. Now, if you do want to go Sasquatch on this, it is a less expensive to go Sasquatch with the Badlands trim. It's $63.45, which I still think that's a little outrageous because you're not adding front rear locker. You're adding a sway bar disconnect when you go Sasquatch, but that's about it. right? And then you get a different wheel and tire, I guess, with that too. But now you're 58 320 that route. I'm going to take that off. What about tops? Let's talk about that. What are the options here for the tops? Two doors going to come standard with that carbonized gray molded in color hard top. We did see the one on our lot, right? Because you can get a, let's go down here. You can get a body color painted hard top for only 1,450 more to go that route. And that's going to give you that body colored hard top right there, which is nice. Can I add, and I can't remember on this, shadow black painted does require, you can get that added to it as well. So you have more options when you go to Badlands. You're getting in the black painted hardtop or the body colored hardtop as an option. On the base, you only have just a carbonized gray. So in this case, you're looking, whether you even want to go body colored hardtop, right? You're 53.4. That is not too bad when you figure in your front and rear locker and everything else. That's a route to go right there. If you want to go, if you want to do that. Now, again, adding Sasquatch takes you close to almost $60,000, but that might be the way to go. Looking at that. Now, another thing that you get on the Badlands trim that you do not get on the base trim, and that is the availability for some different packages. So we do have a mid package for $1,675 that's available, as well as a Lux package. And so on a two-door, really the only way to get any kind of, if you want Lux package or mid package, you have to go to the Badlands trim to do that. So, that mid package, remember that is going to get you the intelligent access system to that. You get the navigation as well. Also, you get the smart charging USB ports. You get the dual zone climate. This is where you're getting your bliss with cross traffic alert, the rear parking sensors, remote start. Copilot 360 is your bliss. Also getting the heated steering wheel, heated seats, all included in here. Illuminated vanity mirrors, not a big deal probably for most people, but there you go. That includes, I think this is a great package because I like having the bliss, the intelligent access, the dual zone climate. Those are all things that I kind of like. Get the navigation for 1 year, included with your Ford connectivity package and everything else. But that's what's included there with that one. Of course, when you go up to that Lux package, that's where you get really all the nice features. 360 camera with the trail camera, adaptive cruise, Beano audio sound system. I don't think you get evasive steering assist anymore, and does have it listed in here. Front parking sensors to go along with your rear ones from the mid package. You get the garage door openers as well, which that actually surprises me because I thought they did away with that on a lot of these vehicles. And then you get the LED approach lamps with the spotlights on the mirrors too. And then you get the information on demand for the Sync 4, which I thought you still had that because you had Sync 4 as well. But that is a nice package to get. The biggest thing is the 360 camera, adaptive cruise, B&O on that package there, but includes everything from the mid package plus those features right there, as you can see right there. So that's kind of how you can order a two-door Bronco now. The only ways to order them is, to go base and to go all the way up. Now, if you want a rear locker on a base, remember, you have to choose that Sasquatch package for $8,000, taking you over $51,000 right there. And then a Badlands trim, you're getting front and rear locker standard equipment right for you. And then if you do want that sway bar disconnect, it is a standalone option this year. And let's see, what is that cost on that? If we can get down there to this. There it is. It's $1,305 if you're wanting that to add that to your vehicle. So there you go. So I wanted to highlight that and let you know that's how you get and can order a two-door now. And that's probably what you're going to have to do. Trying to find one on a dealer lot the way you're wanting it is probably going to be really difficult to do. Like we have on ours, Ford did push at the end of a 25 model year some of those two-door Badlands editions into dealers, but a lot of them were a mid package, even some might be mid package, but see what you can find out there. And if you're lucky there, but more than likely, you're probably going to need to order one because at this point, all the dealers have pretty much mid delivered. Their 25s have all shown up on their lots. So if you're not seeing one right now, production for 26 model year is starting either this week or next week. So at this point, to try to find a two-door, aren't the 25 model year, pretty much all of them have been delivered to dealer lots at this point. 26 model year won't be delivered for another month. So if you're looking for one now, ordering one might be the best case scenario. They're going to start scheduling for March production dates starting probably next week. So you might want to get that order in if you want to get it by April. Would be a good timeline, and have a little fun this summer off-roading with your new two-door Bronco. So there you go. That is what I have for this week. Don't forget, if you do order one from us or purchase a vehicle from us, we do want to pay for your way to get the Bronco off-roadeo. So Ford gives you a complimentary pass of that. You do have to pay for the deposit, but we want to pay for your travel expenses to get you there. Flights, hotel, if you need to get an Uber, that kind of thing, we want to give you that. We reimburse you back those receipts up to $1,000 when you purchase a Bronco or Bronco Sport from Long McArthur. We're going to continue that in 26 model year and calendar year, I should say. And so thank you for watching these videos, and hope you guys did get something from this. And hopefully the two-door is not dead. You can order one. Probably the easiest way to do it is to order one at this point in time, unless you get lucky and a dealer might have one left over on their lot. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you did enjoy it. Make sure you subscribe with the bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of our videos. Until the next one, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and have a great Built Wild Wednesday. See you in the next video.